Look, bad yellow bitch, call her foreign. Import a body over water, talking Caribbean. That's a transfer. Yeah, that's what we call it. No, get it transferred. And then put some money on it. Call a play, call a bitch, call a shots, call me rich. Man, somebody calling my phone, blocking numbers. Who the fuck is this? Everything's so spacious, everybody's so anxious. Cut your bitch, no band-aid. Sip syrup, no pancakes.
It's DeepCoverTv. It's your boy, your host BD. It's going down right now. I'm right here with Tess, aka Test Me. We about to get an interview. We about to get it started. What's going on, man? How you feeling today, man?
Good, man.
It's a pleasure to be here with you right now.
Yeah, love, man. Blessing, it's a blessing.
All right,
to be here with y'all, man.
I always like to start my interview off and let people know who you are. So let people know who you is. Who is Tess? Who is Tess?
Man,
Let's get a feel for it.
I'm the new wave, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the voices out here in the city. I represent Baltimore, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Freebandz gang, chillin' hard music. That's what I represent. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here putting this motherfucking 410 on every day. Every day. Every city we go to, we make sure they know what Baltimore about. So that's who I am.
What made you get into the rap, taking rapping as a career?
I've been rapping since I was like 12. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in the city that follow any music of Baltimore artists, they know that. Anybody, I don't care. Everybody at the studios, and it don't matter what studio, they seen me since I was 12. So it just started off being a hobby. I used to run around the street, I was out hustling, and I would just be rapping all goddamn day.
Spitting bars in the corner.
Shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I just little kids just spit. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, you know, music grow with you, and then you just become addicted first, and then it's like it become a passion. You just be like, man, this is what I want to do. So like, once I was like 16, I knew I was real good. So I was like, man, fuck that. I'm rapping.
I know people in the city know you as Test Me. Yeah. Right now, you got your name as Tess. What made you change the name? What made you drop the me off?
It wasn't that I just like something strategic that just was like, oh, I woke up one day and I'm changing my name. Exactly what happened was, I was in Atlanta. I was in the club one night with Future, and he introducing me to people. And you know, in the club, some music playing and shit's loud. And every time he introduced me to somebody, he'll say, "This Tess." Because, you know, once you know me, even when you put my name Tess, and once you know me, we got a relationship, you're going to call me Tess. Anyway, you're going to naturally do that. So he would introduce me to folks, and we in the club, and I remember, like, one night, I kept going, like, how you doing? I'm testing. And the person I'm telling it to be like, what? Text you? Like, they'd just be saying all, and I'm like, nah, test me. Like, so one time, Future like this, but he was like, Tess, this Tess. And they was like, oh, Tess. So when we left, he was like, we were just in the truck driving, and the nigga was like, man, you need to change your name to just Tess. I'm like, why you say that? He like, cuz. He like, man, he like, it looked better. Look at it. He like, Tess. He do like, like it just came into the air.
You
like,
saw it right there.
Yeah, he like, it's four letters. He like, you can't miss it. Like, it's just, boom. He like, and everybody call you that anyway. So I was like, you know what I mean? At first I'm like laughing and shit, but then I could tell he was serious. He kept talking about it. So I was like, I started, you know, really paying attention to it. And long story short, before I actually signed my contract and anything like that, or we even did anything to that extent, I was thinking about that the whole time. So when we went to do it, it just made sense. And the analogy he gave me, he was like, man, look, my name used to be Meathead. He like, but Meathead don't look better than Future. Like, he did the same thing. Like, look,
and you saw the Future in the sky.
Yeah, he like, man, it just look better, it feel better, it's so marketable, like Tess. Like, I was like, he like, man, people still gonna know. He like, you know, it just made a lot of sense. And then at the end of the day, that was half the reason. The other half that made me actually say, you know what, I'm about to do that. Well, because I've been doing this forever out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been with a few different managements, had a few different people involved in my situation, and me getting a deal with Freebandz, signing with Future, that's my nigga. That's my friend.
How did that start though? How did that relationship start?
You know, long story short, my manager, my current manager, Gio, shouts out to my nigga Gio, that's my partner also in Chillin' Hard Music, one of my partners. And he basically, holla at him. That's Kane. He basically, you know, Future like his little partner. You know, he older than both of us. Future older than me, he older than Future. And he's from New Orleans, my manager, and he was coming through Baltimore on some street shit, you know, long story short, years ago. And he used to just see me at Dubai, Redwood Trust, and all these places performing. And the nigga come up to me a couple times. He was like, man, you a star. You remind me of my little nigga. He used to always tell me I remind him of his little nigga. For like a whole year straight, he would see me at these shows. He would come to these shows, support me, and tell me that I remind him of his little nigga. So finally one time I was just like, man, who your little nigga? So he says Future, but I didn't know who Future was at the time.
Right.
So like 8 months after this, Racks on Racks comes out. And when it comes out, he sees me again and he says, man, that's my little nigga. So I'm like, oh, on the song? He like, yeah. So I'm like, damn, man, give me some of this music. Well, when he give me the music, I had already heard the music, but didn't know that was him. So I was like, damn. So I got to really, really listen, and man, I just became a full-fledged fan of this nigga, like, period, of the music. I was like, man, this nigga's genius. So me having a relationship with a person that knows him, I'm like, bro, you got to take me around this nigga. So he like, man, I'm going to take you around him. And you know what I mean? He took me to South Carolina. Future was on the road doing the show. And I remember, like I said, we walked in the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? He never met me before. I just sat down and he was talking to my partner, Gio, and they were just chopping up. You know, they like family, so they catching up. And, you know, Future just said something like, he started talking about the music, and he was like, man, like, Gio was telling him, he like, man, I'm proud of you, know what I mean? He like, you know what I mean, doing your thing, you know, I'm just happy to see you like this. And he's like, man, yeah, we appreciate it. And he was like, man, one day I'm going to be looking for that next nigga. He like, might even be looking out there in Baltimore. And then when he said that, Gio was like, shit, that's the nigga you looking for right there. So, you know, he was like, oh, you hot, shorty, do that, you know, and I just was nodding my head type shit. I ain't really say much. And that was it. That was in our conversation. We went to the show that night. I posted up with him, chilled, you know what I'm saying? And we just kicked it. It was real good vibes. I left. He had another show in Virginia, and he called my manager, Gio, and was like, at the time, that wasn't even my manager. He just called and he was like, man, where your little nigga at? He like, who? He like, Tef. You know what I mean? He out here in Baltimore, that man, send him out here. You know what I'm saying? So he called me, that man, you know, go out there and fuck with him. He fuck with you. He said, you come out there. So once that happened, you know, I'm just with this nigga all the time, full support of just what he doing and just being right there, you know, fucking with him. And he a real nigga, and we just, you know, we took a liking to one another, and he fucked with me hard. He just started showing me things, and he would just always show me all these things and just anything he was doing, because it was new for him. Everything happening new. And he just let me see that shit, like, raw. You know what I mean? He wasn't hiding the light right on him. He not saying, yo, get out. Like, he letting you stand right with him in the light. So, like, he was showing me shit a nigga would make you pay for real. And it take a real person to do that, especially for somebody that's their dream, like, you know what I'm saying? So to let you just see this shit firsthand, like, forget secondhand. He on some, you gonna learn it how I learned it. And that's how it was. And then, you know.
How was that experience though? Was you nervous a little bit, like
I was never nervous, because I really love what I do, and I know I'm great at music. I know I make real great music. I know I'm very blessed. I know it's a reason that I'm around anybody that's got that same talent or more of a talent, whatever. Like, it just, I always knew that. So when the nervousness never got to me, I never was nervous. I just always try to be myself. Because when you're around shit like that, it's easy for you to start slipping in areas of life that you never went in, or being a person that ain't really you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really made sure I did, was be myself and stay honest to myself, and just, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what I think really won a lot of my relationships with people, because it's like a person can tell when you're being yourself, when you're stepping out your lane.
So when you signed your first contract, was that like a big thing for you? Was you like excited? You was with your moms and everybody was around the family?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I did, I was smiling like a motherfucker. I didn't even know what I was signing. I ain't even gonna lie. I just knew it was a real one.
You knew it was on.
Yeah, I said this. I knew it was real, and I was, when it was broken down to me, and you know, once we did everything like the proper way about it, it just like I understood, but it was just like. He was already my folks before this. He already was telling people I'm Freebandz and, you know, shit like that. So it really was just me feeling like, okay, we ready to do business now. One day in the near future, now we're gonna be doing business for real. Like, so that's all I got from that. Like, okay, you know, now it's, you know, it's time to start learning everything that you about to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what that contract feeling felt like for me. You know what I'm saying? And like, like you said that day when I did that, I just really felt accomplished as far as what I was doing with myself. I'm like, I'm in the right position. And everybody in Freebandz gang I got a relationship with, you know what I'm saying? So it made sense to me. So I was like, I know everybody, you know what I'm saying? Before I did it. You know
I know they say for us Baltimore, Maryland, they feel as though people don't support their artists or behind their artists. Do you feel as though that is true?
It's true to an extent, but at the end of the day, you can't put blame on just one part of it. You gotta keep it real. Like sometimes I tell niggas like, you gotta give people something to support.
Right.
You gotta give people ammunition to talk about you. A nigga gotta be able to be like, hey bro, you heard my nigga Test before? No, I ain't heard him. Damn, so you ain't heard the one joint with him and Future? No, I ain't heard. You ain't heard the mixtape he just put out? Everybody be listening to this shit. You ain't heard a song with him and Lil Scooter? You ain't heard this? You ain't heard? No, I ain't heard. And then the next day, nigga, we on World Star together, and you like, man, this is my nigga I was telling you about right here.
Exactly.
I'm giving that man ammunition to support me. Cause he not looking like a fool talking about a nigga that ain't working, ain't doing nothing. It's like, well, what is your man doing? You talking about he's so hot. What is he? Where's his video at? Show me something. Like, I'm giving these people something to shoot with.
You got put in a lot
Every
of
time you saying, oh, where the video at? A nigga pulling up a new one. Like, oh, he just did it yesterday. Oh man, I ain't never seen him on, what, he on YouTube? No, nigga, this World Star. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, or what's this on Spin Rilla? No, nigga, this live mixtapes. Like, you giving these niggas ammunition to support you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be wanting everybody to support something, they ain't even doing nothing. It's like going to the studio and rapping, that's just one phase of the shit, you know what I mean?
So by you working so hard and grinding and getting that trying to reach that next chapter in life, do it take away from family time with your family and stuff?
Yeah, of course. That's why I just was telling y'all I took a little break. I'm just shooting videos right now at this moment until the new year come around, because for the last 7 years all I did was music, travel, stay in the studio. We done did 3 tours. We've been on the road for 3 months at a time, living on a damn bus. You know what I'm saying?
I know that probably was hectic.
Yeah, hell
so you
yeah.
had to get used to it.
Yeah, of course, and it's a real job, so you really got to really be on it. People get paid, and that's some real shit. You know what I mean? It ain't no, you know, people really be thinking it's all fun and games. You know, it come with great experience, but it's still a job, so niggas still dead serious about it. But as far as to answer your question with family, like, man, I sacrifice everything. I don't got no kids or nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? But I got hella nieces and nephews and brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? My mama passed away 2012, rest in peace, but I still do it for her too, you know what I'm saying? So it's rare that I get to see my folks. So when I do, like, now it's coming to a point where I really, like, enjoy all the way being with them, because being away lets you know, like, damn, like, I'm coming back seeing my nieces and nephews this tall, they were goddamn that tall. I'm like, wow, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? But thank God for FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? For real. I think everybody in the industry of any sort that, you know, contain traveling, sports, all that, they thank you for FaceTime. That does a lot for you. FaceTime do. So
what was your biggest stage that you rocked? And what was the concert that you knew, like, yeah, this shit right here, like,
man, a lot of them made this last 2014. We did 2 tours, and I opened up every single night on the Honest Tour. And I mean, it was sold out shows every night. And I really probably don't remember the most largest, because I can go back when I was like 19. I did something at the Street Dreams tour in Baltimore with Lil Wayne, Jeezy, and Jim Jones. And that was a sold out. That was like 17,000 people, 20,000 people. So like that shit right there was crazy for me. But recent, you know, we did a stadium in Houston, and that was crazy, outdoor event. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I've been blessed to step on some stages where it's like, you know, you look out there and you can't believe what the fuck you see.
Yeah. I really made it here.
Yeah. Well, I don't think like that with me. People don't know my music, so when they see me, I got to make you a believer right then and there. So my show is a little different compared to a nigga show that got 20 hits on the radio. You feel me?
You gotta make them know that.
Yeah, I'm out there really rapping and acapellas and rapping to the, you know, freestyling, picking a girl out the crowd and picking her apart and just letting them people know, like, boy, I got star qualities, like making a motherfucker say, I want to hear one of his songs, like perform something. I make a motherfucker do that.
Making them believe them.
Yeah, immediately, because they don't know the music. So I'm a new artist to these people. So it's like, technically, I'm not supposed to be on the stage yet. But my ambition and the way I work my craft is like, you gotta let him on there and look at him. Like when I get off, they think they know me when I walk off. They thought they knew me. This shit crazy. It's a blessing. But that's how, you know, that's how hard I go for it. Like I be so concerned about making them person feel like they know me when I know they don't. Like they don't, but they feel like it. You know
that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Make them feel your music.
You gotta make them feel everything about it.
Feel your music.
And they ain't never seen a nigga from Baltimore. I learned that.
Yeah, you right.
Cause when I tell them where I'm from, they be looking like, damn, this the first person. They look like that's what Baltimore look like. Oh shit. But we ain't never seen.
On a whole nother scale, though, at the end of the day, like I can see personally, it's a lot of Baltimore rappers haven't really made it that far. They always get that local love. Or they
but that's a lot. That's in a lot of cities though. It's the same. We ain't just the only people like that. And we got crazy talent. Yeah, man, I know so many people that's amazingly talented. I couldn't even count or tell you all their names. Like for real. That's how many people I really know here is like that I can say is a star. And you know what I mean? It's about timing and working, man. You gotta work, man.
Do you feel as though it's hard to get out of here?
Hell yeah, it's hard. It's harder to get out of here because nobody's done nothing. That's like me. I use myself for this. Let's use me. I won't even use nobody else. I got a record deal. I'm signed to Future. I've been on MTV. They see my videos. I'm on World Star. I'm on places that you'll see, live mixtape. But my views on some shit might not be what somebody else's is. Or, you know, I'm not riding around in the Bentley.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not doing this and that. I'm not doing this and that. Or that or this. It's like at the end of the day, if a nigga ain't breaking down what you really doing, it don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like niggas breaking down what they think you should be doing for what you. So it's like, even though I've accomplished the things, I'm telling you, I've been on tours, my nigga, I'm doing all this. That don't mean nothing to the next nigga because I ain't in no Bentley. Nigga ain't seen me come through Norma Jeans and throw 100 racks on them damn girls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, a nigga ain't gonna fight. If I tell a nigga exactly what he need to do, he ain't gonna listen to me. Because in his mind, he like, man, that nigga ain't even
doing nothing.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why niggas don't be wanting to pay attention to advice from people that really be knowing what they talking about. Because they look at it like, nigga, and I understand that. I feel you.
They don't see the hard work you got to put to get that.
Man, it's gonna take coming through in the Bentley, busting down 100,000 at the spot, goddamn buying a section in the club, 20 bottles, when niggas know that it was $20,000 in drinks. When a nigga can sit and say, then a nigga just ordered 20,000 in drinks. Cause niggas do that.
Right.
Niggas look and say that. Niggas count you up quick. You know what I'm saying? So like a nigga gonna do that. They see that, then they gonna listen to you when you step off and say, shorty, this is what you need to do. They gonna be like, bet, whatever you say. Whatever, because they seeing it. They like, this nigga, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's how it be. You know what I mean? You can't get mad at a nigga for not following the blueprint that he ain't even seen make you successful yet.
That's some real stuff right there. So what's next for you for next year? What's your next year goals, your plans?
Everything, my nigga. Everything. Trying to take over the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some superstar shit. For real. Not on no Hollywood shit. I'm talking about superstar. Nigga like come from fucking dirt and dust. Nigga to goddamn fucking everything. That you nigga everything hours.
You want everything.
Everything. All genres. Everything. I'm involved in anything. What's up? Superstar.
You want in.
Chinese.
You want in on everything.
Test. Japan. Test. Hong Kong. Test. Give a fuck where we go. You feel me? That's what I'm reaching for. I'm around them people already. I'm around superstars, my nigga. So it's like, how can I not?
Exactly. So what you want to tell your supporters, your fans, or the upcoming rappers that's coming up in the industry right now?
Man, I want to tell everybody, man, do what you know to do. When I get asked the question, the people be like, man, tell the people what they should do, or tell inspiring artists what they could do to get higher where they at, or get here, get there. I answer the question the same way. Everybody know what to do. Just do it. Just do it. It's like if you want to be a lawyer, you know you got to go to school. If you want to be a doctor, everybody know what they got to do something. It just they be looking for that shortcut.
Exactly.
Stop doing all that. Just do it. You know what to do. You know you got to put a tape out. You know you got to get in the studio. You know you got to get some shows. You know you got to spend some money on some shit. You know you need to get with motherfucking Deep Cover.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Man. You know you got to do these things. in order to get seen and get do you know. So just do it. Stop goddamn looking for the easy route, or you just do it.
All right, man. Just like that.
I want all the people to do it.
Interview with Tess. It just went down. It's your boy BD, DeepCoverTv.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know what it is. Freebandz gang, chilling hard in the building. Your boy Tess. And you know I'm in here rocking with nobody else, man. No one else. Nobody except Deep Cover, man. DeepCoverTv all up in your face. HD shit, 1080, goddammit. When I tell you check it out, nigga, look through it. For real, learn something. Get your mind right. Deep Cover, Freebandz gang, test me in this bitch. Turn up.